Hey, what's up, everyone? We are here for our monthly market report on the Southwest Florida housing market. Talking June 2024's numbers. I apologize, I'm a week late. I know I was in Paris at the Olympics last week, so didn't have everything with me to shoot the video while I was there. So let's dive in. As always, Southwest Florida. This covers all of the markets that the Niesman team covers. So starting with Collier County on the southern end, working our way up to Manatee. And so yeah, let's get into it. So for Collier County, closed sales at 824, that's down 11%. Median sale price down a little bit at 600,000. Month supply of inventory is up, which is kind of what we've expected. We're all the way up to just over 12 months supply of inventory now. So that is a strong buyer's market in Collier County. Overall, however, I know I've got a client that's looking at condos in a certain community. In that particular community, things are disappearing as quick as they're going on the market. So as just an example of how specifically things can be very different than what the overall market appears. But overall, pretty strong buyer's market in Collier County right now. 65 days is the median time to contract. 870 new listings, down 3.5%. So that's getting more in line with the closed sales volume. Pending sales down to 677 though, so that's down 13%. So that's a big difference. So as long as these two numbers continue to be significantly different, you're going to see this month supply of inventory continue ticking up every month. So let's move on to Lee County. Your closed sales at 1627 is down 13%. Median sale price down to 385. Month supply of inventory is up to 8.1. 55 days median time to contract. 2,149 new listings. So again, big gap there between new listings and pending sales, which is at 1604. So even though new listings is down 7% from last year, new pending sales is down even more at 15%, and closed sales also down at down 13%. So same thing here. We're going to probably continue to see this month supply of inventory tick up as long as there's those gaps. Now, Charlotte County, closed sales is up just barely, but still, anytime that's up, that is a sign that things are stabilizing. And Charlotte County was the first county where we saw prices start to drop when the market originally shifted. So seeing closed sales up and pending sales up substantially and new listings down, these are still got a fair distance between new listings and new pending sales. There's still a pretty big gap there. But if those continue in opposite directions, then we will see this median sale price shift and the month supply of inventory start dropping. So, but as you can see, month supply of inventory has never actually gotten as high as Lee or Collier County still, even though it was the first area where we saw the median sale price dropping, and it's dropped again. So we're at 340. Median time to contract 68 days and 7.8 months supply of inventory. So that is still on the buyer side of average. The typical balanced market is between 5 and 7 months. So we're just on the buyer side of a balanced market there. Sarasota County, closed sales down 15% to just over 1,000 sales. But median sale price still working its way up a little bit, 455, 5.5 months supply. So it's pretty balanced, kind of on the seller side of balanced. 52 days median time to contract. New listings are down just a tad, but still higher than closed sales and substantially higher than pending sales, which means month supply of inventory is probably going to tick up again next month. And then for Manatee County, we're at 1,000 closed sales there as well, which is down about 7.5%. Median sale price down a little bit to 460. Still 4.5 months supply of inventory, which is just slightly favoring sellers. Though with the closed sales being down, new listings being down, and sale price being down, it may not necessarily feel like it, but that's what happens as the market shifts. 60 days is the median time to contract. New listings is down 5%. New pending sales is up 5.5%. And we have seen really, at least down to Lee County, over the last few weeks, activity has started last week and a half or so as interest rates dropped a bit, about 0.5%. We have seen the activity pick up and more stuff go pending. So we may be starting to see an adjustment back the other direction. So if you are a buyer on the fence, I would say jump sooner rather than later, because the market does, at least over the last week and a half, obviously that's a really short period of time, but it does start to feel like it's shifting a little bit back towards the favor of sellers. So let's look year to date where we're at. So closed sales for each area. As is typical, this has always been kind of our historic pattern, is that March, April, and May are the bulk of our sales for the year. Usually 30 to 35, closer to 35% of the total closed volume happens during those 3 months. Lee County, we see the same thing. Charlotte County, you see it as well. It's just a smaller market. Sarasota, Manatee. Sarasota's dropped off. Now, Manatee is a little bit more stable through June. So that's a slight difference. Maybe not quite as seasonal of a market. And so median sale price, you see, Collier took a big drop from 680 down to 600. So that's a big difference. And Collier County is a more of a luxury market. So that tells me that it's likely that higher end luxury stuff is really still suffering, and not nearly as many of the high priced homes are selling, which is driving that median range down. Lee County, pretty flat across the board. You know, you've seen it tick up in April. It went up a tad through April. Now it's dropping down a little bit, but overall pretty well flat. Charlotte County, fairly similar. Sarasota County, you saw it tick up a little bit, and it's still kind of bouncing around. You had April had a little bit of a peak, and then it dropped off last month and back up a little bit. And same with Manatee. They're mostly all pretty flat, except Collier has the outlier in June. So we'll see how that looks next month. Supply of inventory, we've seen and talked about Collier County having big jumps each month. Just the volume of new listings compared to the homes going under contract is just substantially different, which is causing those big jumps. Lee County ticking up. Charlotte, pretty flat, but went up and is working its way back down. Same with Sarasota and Manatee. So that's interesting to see that those are month supply of inventory is actually starting to work its way down a little bit in the northern 3 counties. So that's where we're at. If you're curious how this information impacts you specifically, or if you're looking to buy or sell, give us a shout. Let us know. Send me a text, call me, email me, whatever is the best way for you to communicate. Here's my contact info. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next month.